we are going to force a third down. Let's see what they're going to do right here. Give me that! They use it, they use it. They use it, they use it, they use it, they use it. They use it, they use it. They use it, they use it, they use it, they use it. That boy London intercepted that thing and took it all the way back for the touchdown. So I am back on this college football 26, but you see I have to go all the way back and start over because I'm on the real game now, not just a beta test, and I am going to see if I can go from a 2-star underdog to a 5-star elite bump and run corner while I'm in high school. We're going to try to do that. London Bridges II, representing Noblesville, Indiana. And I'm going to go with the same mascot that I had before, the Mustangs. Now, I did want to do Team Builder, but y'all was up there crashing the website, so I'm going to have to do that at a later date. So I ended up changing my run style to Agile instead of Sprinter, so we won't be taking those little crazy steps anymore, you know what I mean? And as far as the other styles, I just went through and picked the ones that I thought looked the coolest, you know? It's always the second time through when you find out more about the game mode in the game, so I feel like I should be able to go from 2 to 5, you know? And that is what I'm gonna be looking like. There is our ranking right now, 2,807 nationally, so we have a long way to go, man. And we are talking to our local reporter, telling her exactly what we are looking for as far as a college. So first off, starting on Saturdays as soon as possible. And then, of course, pro potential, because we are going to be wanting to play in Madden. And then prestigious head coach, because we want to learn all that we can while we are in college. So we're talking to our high school coach, and now he got hair, as you see. He is letting us know that we are going to have to go through and pick those top 10 schools that we want to go to. Now, it's a little different when you're a 2-star. Look at the ones that pop up first. Some 1-star schools, you know. We are going to have to work our way up. Now, we are still able to filter through and pick some of the big dogs if we want to, but keep in mind it is going to be a lot harder to get the attention of Alabama, Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, etc. And I do have the difficulty on Heisman. What that does in high school is allow you to not retry one of those moments. So now I'm just reordering the teams. I have Alabama up there at the top. I'm moving Notre Dame up. Now, you know, when I was in the early access beta, I ended up going to Alabama, winning the national championship, all of that good stuff. We had a super OP team, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route this time around, but we shall see. But he's talking about our tape. We're going to have to get that score up, especially since we're only a 2-star. And you know I'm going to come out here talking a little greasy to my coach. I'm going to rebuff and say I fell asleep halfway through that. Homeboy talking way too much. But Kalen DeBoer is hitting us up, and he's basically saying it is going to be a lot harder to go to a school like Alabama since I'm only a 2-star recruit. So we are going to have to work our way up through this gameplay, and the way to do that is these high school moments. So I know a lot of you were saying that you wanted to play like a full high school game. I'm pretty much in the same boat, so I am going to give some feedback to EA. Let me know down in the comments what else do you want to see changed about Road to Glory or College Football 26 in general. Let's get it! So we are getting it started. In our first moment, we have to get a pass breakup, tackle for loss, or an interception, and not allow them to score a touchdown. So, of course, I'm trying to get in that backfield and get the sack. That is already going to count for my tackle for loss. And they are trying to throw it short right here. Not going to get the first down, so we are going to complete that very first moment. And you see up at the top, we already have our recruitment score going up a little bit, but we still have a long way to go. Prevent field goal range and prevent a touchdown. You see the goals up there at the top. and I missed him that time in the backfield. Now, one thing I noticed is every time you start a new moment, I feel like the team that you are playing runs the same exact plays, okay? And you see that we are going to stop them on that one. But we're going to move on to locked up, perform a press, don't allow elite receiver to score a touchdown. See, they have that man in motion every single time. Look at him in the backfield. Wait, he breaks out of there. Sing it for me. I appreciate that, dog. You see me taking it back for the pick six. You see our recruitment score going up every single time we complete one of these moments. They're trying to run the ball and get in that end zone, and we get the stop. So we complete yet another moment. We ended up with 1,200 tape score all for that very first game, and you see the schools are starting to pile in. Of course, it's going to be like the 1 and 2 stars right now that are hitting me up. But we have a long way to go to get those 5-star schools to offer us a scholarship. But you see right now our ranking is getting updated. We did go up some, and they are wanting to know if I want to study with my classmates. So I could either do that or focus on football. We are going to go ahead and study, and our school interest is going to increase for Notre Dame and IU. So that is a good thing, but we're going to move on. Marcus Freeman is hitting me up seeing if I want to show him a little extra in this next game. I'm thinking to myself, Notre Dame? Okay, coach, I'm going to be ready. A 2-star recruit has an opportunity to impress Notre Dame, so I'm definitely going to take that opportunity. And you see my tape score, though. We still have a long way to go for those top schools. But UConn, Georgia Southern, and Eastern Michigan already offered us a scholarship. Now, we could verbally commit right now if we wanted to, but we're not going to do that just yet. We are moving on to the next game to try to get that recruiting score up even more. And hopefully after this game, we will be a 3-star recruit. So here's the run out. So when I played the game before, Notre Dame wanted me to get an interception, but now all I have to do is get a tackle for loss. I'm like, all right, that should be a little easier. We're going to try to get back there, but it is 2nd and 19. Look, I time it up perfectly and go right up the middle and sack the quarterback. So we already complete the drive goal. Now all we have to do is get the tackle right there, and you see we are going to complete that very first moment from Notre Dame. Now all we have to do is go through and knock out the rest of these, because I think IU is going to be offering us a scholarship. I almost had a pick.
Holy moly.
2-star recruit out here dropping interceptions, you know what I mean? But now I have to get a tackle in man coverage. I'm going to do it right there. And all we have to do now is stop them from getting a touchdown. And my homeboy is getting mossed. I'm like, come on, bro. We cannot let them drive down the field and get this. We do get the stop on 3rd down, and they are punting the ball. Like I said, I wish we were able to run these back, return punts and kicks. But look at that. We are getting closer to being a 3-star. We have to prevent field goal range, but they started them way close. I think that's a glitch for this one, man. And you see it ended up popping up red up there at the top. But now we have to prevent them from getting a touchdown. And we're going to do just that. So only 50 on that drive. I'm like bummed out about that one, man. But I have one more moment to do something. Pass breakup, tackle for loss, or an interception would be huge right here. He's going to fumble the ball. So I do not even get an opportunity to do what I was supposed to do that time, but it's all good. We are still getting those scholarship offers. I'm going to have to check and see if IU already gave me one. I think I accidentally skipped through some of those too quickly, but look at that, man. I am moving way up the rankings. That is what I like to see, and Marcus Freeman is happy about what he saw from your boy out there. So hopefully they will be about ready to offer me a scholarship. But I'm still only a 2-star recruit, keep that in mind. But as you see, that bonus is going to increase. And now my coach is coming to me, telling me about who we're facing this week, the option team. This is like my favorite one, dog. You can get crazy tackle for losses if you're playing defense against this team. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're going to get that confident answer. Everyone is going to be offering me a scholarship. Just watch. Are you going to homecoming? So you can actually skip homecoming and work with your trainer. And if you decide to do it that way, then you will get a bonus to an attribute for your next game. So you have to keep that in mind when you're going through making these decisions. But here's an update on what these schools are looking like. IU did offer me a scholarship, and if I go over to recruitment, you can see the scholarship bonus over there to the bottom right. Now, we still have a lot of room for improvement, so if you verbally commit, you will lock in what you already have offered from a school, so we're not going to do that. We're going to keep on trucking in the next game and try to impress these schools even more. So I'm going through seeing exactly what I have going on, and at any point you can remove schools from your wish list so you can focus on certain ones more if you want to, you know what I mean? So that's a cool little touch that they added here in the high school for college football 26. But we're ready for this next game, and your boy's trying to get the crowd fired up, as you see. So we're going to start off with pitch disruptor. Get a tackle for a loss, like I said before, man. I love playing against this option team. You're able to get in that backfield and get the tackles pretty easily. As you see, I'm getting one already right there. And we are going to complete that moment. Now we're moving on. We got to get in that backfield again or get a pass breakup or interception. And I'm going to take the quarterback down to the backfield. Here we are once again. He's keeping it. And I am right there on the edge taking him down. Some of you were wondering, how do you hype up the crowd? You have to flick up on the right thumbstick. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you just have to keep that in mind. But look at that. We are completing that moment. Make a tackle in man coverage. So we're coming out in man-to-man, but they're still running that same stuff. No, sir. I am already getting my tackle for loss. I really want to get an interception, but that one is going to fall incomplete. And look at them trying to keep that thing on the ground. We are back there disrupting the play every single time. And we are going to get a stop on third down. So another moment completed, brother. Now we're moving on to splash play. We pretty much have to do the same exact thing. And you see the teams over there that is going to impact the most. They're trying to get by me. I am right there. Now they're trying to run a little trickery again up the middle, but we are going to stop them. And now we are considered a 3-star recruit. So we went from 2 to 3. Notre Dame is offering a scholarship. I'm like, oh man, that is fire. I'm kind of hyped about that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But we still have to have those other schools offer us one as well. But we're about to move on. Let's see where we rank now. Nationally, state, and position. We are all going up. And Jim Moore from UConn wants us to do a little challenge. I'm like, bruh, don't even waste my time, dog.
QJB, you're terrible.
My bad. I didn't mean to be rude, but I had to decline that one. Look at his schools right here, man. You see what they are offering at the moment. We still have to do more work in order to make our scholarship even better. And keep in mind, at any time you can remove schools, you can add them to your list. So if you were wondering why a certain school didn't offer you a scholarship yet, you can go change up who you really want to go to, you feel me? So we have like 2 games left, and I'm removing some schools from my list. I think this actually helps you out when it comes to the schools that pop up on the moments. If you have not that many, of course you'll get more boost for that school, you know what I'm trying to say? But here we are about to run out once again. We have this game and then the senior night, and we will be selecting where we want to go. So check this out. We are starting off with double take. Get a tackle on a blitz play. So of course I'm going over and picking a play. Like I said in my previous videos, you're able to use the full playbook in high school, which is pretty dope. So I'm gonna try to blitz right here. We are gonna get the tackle on the play. So I already completed that part of the moment. Only thing we have to do is prevent them from getting a touchdown. They have a 3rd and 11. Quarterback dropping back. Throwing that thing deep. Wait a minute. His receiver caught it all the way on the 1. So now I'm blitzing and run committing, trying to prevent them from getting in that end zone. As you see, we are going to force a 3rd down. Let's see what they're going to do right here. Give me that! They use it, 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 they use it. That boy London intercepted that thing and took it all the way back for the touchdown. And that took me all the way up to 5 stars. Can you believe that one play, 80+ yard touchdown gave me all kinds of recruitment points? So we are now a 5-star recruit. We went from 3 to 5. And look, I'm still trying to do my thing. They're gonna be throwing that ball. No! QB, if you throw my way, I am gonna make you pay. That's exactly what I do. Oh my goodness. This boy London Bridges is going off in this game right here. I need to try to get a tackle in man-to-man and a press. I'm going to get that press right there. Will I get the tackle too? Yes, sir. So we are going to complete that challenge as well. You see they're trying to scramble right here. It's not going to matter. So I think you are actually able to probably go from like 2-star to 5-star in one game if you're able to do things right, you know, because I went from 3 to 5 off of that 1 pick 6, and I'm still trying to get the crowd up. You know they are hype. This boy London has been balling out. Homeboy is getting sacked, and that is gonna be it for this one, dog. As you see, Alabama is offering the scholarship. We have Boise State in there. All kinds of teams are trying to hit your boy up. Even Ohio State now. The West Virginia Mountaineers, remember I ended up transferring there in the early videos that I had. But when you look at that, bruh, I went up to number 24 in the nation, number 1 in the state, and I was number 1 at my position. But now they're saying I need to narrow those schools down to 3 before we play in our final game. So I'm gonna go do that right now. It says cut to top 3. We're gonna click on that, and right now we have 5 schools. Now take a look at the overview. Like I said, it gives you the projected role. You see the boost that the coach is gonna give you. The recruitment tab is gonna show you all those bonuses. Now that you see I'm a 5-star, those bonuses have went way up, except for like West Virginia. That one's still not too great. But of course, you know the school does matter. The other ones are like 5-star schools. And shout out to my boy Jordan Scruggs on West Virginia. We had been talking a little bit in DMs about the game. But here we are, you're able to see that recruiting class. You see I'm the number 24 ranked player in the nation. So that is a huge step up from where we started, what, like 2,800? And we're going into our final game. It is gonna be senior night. Let's get it! Man, I love to walk out with flowers, you know? And you see we have those final 3 schools. It's clutch time, crunch time, whatever you want to call it. We have to come out here and continue to impress. Now, you see that first one, we didn't do much. I wasn't too worried about it because we got those scholarship offers already. But I guess if you come out here and really stink it up, you will lose some of those scholarship offers from those big schools. So there we are completing that one. We're trying to go through this thing quick now because I'm trying to get to the hat selection ceremony yet again. There I am getting that tackle for loss. Doing my thing. We need to get an interception. That's what I want to do. They're getting sacked again, bruh. So our tape score is still going up, and we're playing our final moment. Hometown hero. It's going to be 4th and 3. I wanted him to throw that thing my way, but we are going to get the stop anyway. And here's the last bit of teams that are going to be offering us some scholarships. But I think we pretty much have our mind made up, you know. We're going through as the number 17 prospect. It went up a little more. And here's the college football playoff while we are in high school. Now, remember, you are able to skip high school if you want to play the 25-26 season. Otherwise, it'll be going on in the background while you're doing your thing. Now, look at that. My boy from IU up there at the top. He has been doing his thing, obviously, and Texas beat Auburn in the national championship. So Arch Manning is still going to get that ring, you feel me? Even though he went to Alabama on my game and ended up getting one. The running back from Oregon won the Heisman. And check out the mental ability. Since I ended up making it up to 5-star, I get to select one more. So if you get to 4 or 5, you will be able to do that. But now it's time for the hat selection ceremony. So I got some comments with people saying that they are unable to stand up. I was having the same problem right here. What I did was just basically push a whole bunch of buttons and then came back to X and just kept on pressing it until my dude finally stood up. So we are going to finally do that. And we have Alabama, which I went to in the early access, West Virginia, the team that I ended up transferring to, and Notre Dame on the table. And of course, the crowd is going to react based on what I do. Ooh, they were liking the fact that I put my hand over Notre Dame. Ooh. I gotta hit it with a little fake out, man. You already know. But I was thinking to myself, I wonder if the state actually matters with the reactions. Oh, man. Hey, Jordan, don't be mad at me, dog. We ended up throwing the hat from West Virginia. So now we have Alabama and we have Notre Dame. I love trolling the people, you know what I mean? So should we pick Bama or should we go with Notre Dame? And take me out of here, Siri!
That's nasty. Peace.